Alright, so what does Fanime mean to you?
Fanime means a lot to me because this is where all of us nerds come as a community together, and it's just like a place where everyone belongs.
Alright, so one of our favorite aspects of FanimeCon is they have an open game room. You need your badge to get in. Once you get your badge, you come through. And they have tons of things you can do out here. Whether you want to just sit at a table, play tabletop or some board games, some card games like Magic the Gathering.
Play the weird ninja game.
Oh yeah, everybody in this open space plays a game called Ninja. It's like tag kind of, and then you get out. There are those boxes on the ground, that's for cosplay chess. That box over there, everybody can play Jenga in it. With giant,
this tall.
Yeah, with giant blocks that are like about this big. It's pretty crazy. For those hardcore PC gamers, they have LAN parties. You can bring your PC and or laptop, plug in, have LAN parties with everyone, play games. They have console gaming on that side, so you can just play whatever games they have. And of course, in the back, there are arcade machines. We have all sorts of them. Racing games like Initial D and Maximum Tune. We got your fighting games, of course, like your Street Fighter and Tekken and all that stuff. And then, of course, we have rhythm games, so, you know, just can't go wrong with that. And also, there is Furikura, which are the Japanese photo booths. We shot a video with them, Pika Pika from San Francisco, Japantown. So you can also take pictures here in those too. So there's tons of things to do. And the great part is, this place is open 24/7. So if you just want something to do in the middle of the night, come out and play some games.
And the only place you'll see me in here is probably at the old console games, playing the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, the Sega. That's the funnest part in here.
Yeah. Me, I love rhythm games, so I'll be playing Pata every now and then. And also, of course, Tekken and Street Fighter, so yeah, you know, a lot of fun things to do out here.
Fanime is something that's really been important to me. I've been going the last, 12 years now, 13 years. It's really got me through a lot of tough times. I've met a lot of amazing people. Got close to a lot of my best friends here. We ended up getting closer. He ended up asking me out here 10 years ago, and last year proposed here at Fanime. It's always been really important. Lots of important life.
Good memories.
Good memories. Tons of good memories.
Place to be yourself and express yourself. And
there's something about Fanime that makes you feel like, you know, it's like family, like Fanime family, and you can just really be yourself.
you don't have to be judged what you like.
You don't have to be judged, and it's a great place. It's awesome. Fanime's amazing.
Last year at FanimeCon, their artist alley was down the street, around the corner, and you had to go to these giant blue tents that looked like hangars. The whole thing was huge, and they had a bunch of artists in it. But
it was pretty cool. There was a lot of artists.
It was cool because there was a lot of artists. But the issue with that was it was away from the convention floor. So it was hard for foot traffic to even find them. Not a lot of people, attendees, even knew where it was at the time. It took me a while to figure out where they were. So it was really frustrating getting to the artist alley and back to the convention and going back. Like, it was kind of a ways of a walk. But you know, last year they were working on renovations to the convention. They have finally finished, and these are actually one of the new wings of the convention hall. So this is right across from the dealer's room. So it's really convenient. It's on the convention floor. The artist alley, you know, is back inside the convention, and now it's easily accessible. So this new room is pretty nice. They packed it with artists, several rows of artists. So
it does seem a bit small.
Yeah, I think it does seem a bit smaller.
It looks as though they kind of put down on artists this year, just to get, you know,
to get them all to fit in this room, maybe. So maybe that's why a lot of artists got cut when they tried to apply for the, you know, artist alley. But hey, you know, a lot of these artists are still really good. So yeah, check some of them out.
I guess Fanime is a great time to reconnect with a lot of friends, especially since I've been growing up at conventions, like things change a lot, but usually convention life, especially Fanime, that's where I met a lot of my friends. It's a good time to just reconnect and catch up with a lot of people. And that's the coolest part to me, is just getting back to know what everybody's doing. Because it's about the people overall. It's pretty cool.
Right now we are in the dealer's room. As you can see, it's everything's right behind us. All the booths are back there. Interesting use of space. They have all this space this way, and they blocked it all off with these curtains. And I mean, you can clearly see the curtains. I don't know what they're doing back there. There's absolutely nothing going on back there, so I don't understand why they didn't just move everything over.
There's nothing going on here.
But there's nothing going on here. Here, basically what they did, instead of putting a bunch of booths here, they put a bunch of tables where all the fans can just sit and rest while they're walking around and shop. In this quadrant right here, they have, which is the art auction. So a lot of these pieces are donated by a lot of the artists you just saw in the artist alley. And they're being auctioned off.
And right next to it are 2 bouncy castles where you pay, I think it's $5 for 10 minutes, and I think all proceeds go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool that they're doing charity with that. But I just still don't understand this use of space. I'm confused by that. But I mean, aside from that, all the dealers are right behind us. Pretty much a lot of dealers you've seen before, all selling bunches of things from cosplay accessories to figures, anime, manga, posters, swords, weaponry, pretty much anything you can think of is back there. So, yeah, good place to spend your money. So, just briefly tell us why you're here and what does this convention mean to you?
Hi, I'm here because my daughter wants to attend, so doesn't mean much to me, but it means a lot to her. She likes to dress up and wear all these different interesting outfits.
Are you having fun at the event? Yeah?
You want to come again next year? Are you going to dress up more next year?
Alright, so this area is pretty much where they have a few of the video rooms. You can come in and just watch an anime on the schedule. Behind me too, that last room over there is actually karaoke. That's where a lot of the karaoke events happen, like the gong show, karaoke contest, acoustic karaoke contest. But pretty much Fanime has a bunch of viewing rooms just like this, where either panels are held or they're playing majority of the time video programming. Even in the Marriott too as well. They use a lot of the ballrooms in the Marriott for panels as well as programming sometimes. So the cool part is the video programming, those typically run 24/7, just like the game room. So if you have, nothing better to do in the middle of the night or you're just up and want something to do, you can come in and watch a lot of anime. It's pretty fun. But if you are going to be up 24/7, be sure to at least go back to your room, get some rest, take a shower, refreshments, that kind of stuff, so you got energy for the next day. Alright, so you go. So what does Fanime mean to you?
It means I get to buy a lot of cute stuff.
It means no restraints and no shame.
Oh, those are the best answers I've heard all night. Alright, so one of the more popular aspects of FanimeCon is right behind us. That's Stage 0. And right here is the man who helps put it all together. This is Wendell, right? So tell us, what is Stage 0 all about, man?
Stage 0 is something that's unique to FanimeCon. I think this is probably the only place that Stage 0 can exist at the only anime convention that can hold this type of event, where we just have a stage that pretty much encompasses everything that FanimeCon has to offer. We try to bring in a lot of things that FanimeCon have and show a little bit of what an attendee can see and experience, and give them information to go to those different parts. For example, we just had the black and white ball with a little bit of demonstration, and later on today they'll have their black and white ball. And we also have other things where we have events such as the charity auction, in which the charity this year is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And so it's a good thing to show. We also have great performances. People come up on stage and dance and come up for prizes. We'd like to show a little bit of everything the con has to offer, and hopefully we can provide that for all the attendees at FanimeCon. It's fun, and it's always a blast to work at Stay Zero for me, because I just enjoy everything about it. So.
Alright, man, thanks a lot. I'll let you get back to work. Oh, yeah, so if you're ever at Fanime, check out Stage Zero, just right in the lobby, right on the con floor. Alright guys, so what does Fanime mean to you? Chris?
Oh man, dude, Fanime, dude. It's just an interesting experience, to be honest. You know, there's a reason why I keep coming back. This is my 11th year now. It's just holds a certain place in my heart. Get together with friends, a lot of cool people, creativity speaks for itself. And you know, that's just something I'm into and I love.
For me, Fanime means to me like seeing all the different cosplays, seeing some of my friends that I haven't seen in a while, get together, do our favorite things together, all our favorite pastimes, and just have a good time.
Alright, so I'm here with Gary de Guzman. So tell everybody, what is your job here?
I am one of the vice chairs for FanimeCon.
Alright on, man. Yeah. So last year we noticed that the lines for registration were taking a little longer than a lot of us expected. But this year you guys did excellent. You guys implemented this new system and the lines were just flying by, man. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
That was amazing. But now what we want to know is, what did you guys change to get that done? Because a lot of fans are wondering, like, you know, well, how did you guys get along to do that?
Well, I mean, so we knew that there were multiple points of failures. It's not just, oh, you know, we have an old system and more attendees coming in and whatnot. There's also facilities. So there were many points of failures. And we basically addressed every single point of failure and basically had several meetings, try to figure out what's the best way to do this, to do that. Better workflow, better work schedule, better hours, better software, better hardware. So it's not just one thing that we changed, but we changed many aspects of registration. We realized that our old systems were pretty much, I wouldn't say obsolete, but, well, I have to say they were somewhat archaic. Not that it wasn't fast enough, because the old system was pretty fast, churning out one per every minute, but we realized that we can actually make it better, and we were turning out one every 20 seconds this year.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
And obviously that helped improve. Opening up registration earlier also improved, so we were able to keep up with the crowds. And yeah, we've been working on it pretty much year round. We didn't want anyone to spend a third or a fourth of the convention
time waiting in line.
Yeah. We also feel bad just because we're walking around, you're not being able to do something then and there. It didn't mean that we didn't feel bad for the attendees, because the attendees make up the show.
Okay. All right, and is there any shout outs you want to give? Anything you want to say to all your fans, all the attendees, or anybody viewing?
Well, FanimeCon is basically, as you've seen signs all around, program guides, website, it is for fans by fans. It may not seem like it, it might not seem as if we're listening, but we are definitely listening. Like with registration, with guests, whatnot. Obviously, it's a little hard to, balance everything, but we are here for everyone, because without everyone, FanimeCon would not exist. As for shout-outs, definitely to our registration staff. They knew that they're pretty much the first people that our attendees see, and if we could churn people out so they can get to all the other programming venues, people are going to have a good time. So definitely a big shout out to the whole registration staff, their management. I mean, the very first day that we had people trying to figure out what to do, and I was pretty happy with that. So good job to registration, and again, thank you to all of our fans. Well, not our fans, but fans of the culture and the convention. Hope to see you next year.
All right, Gary, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hey, Fanime for me is, this is my first time on the West Coast in 10 years, so this is a big deal for me.
Fanime for me means gathering around with my old friends and dressing up and being my favorite characters.